Hello everyone. I'm going to read to you today Show Day by Penny Matthews and Andrew McLean. I'll just show you the front cover. Okay, so Show Day. Let's turn over the back. We'll have a look at the blurb. It's Show Day. Everyone has taken weeks to get ready. Now the whole family, including Goldie the cow, Albert the grumpy rooster, and Bart the guinea pig, is off to the country showgrounds for a day of fun and excitement. Oh, so I grew up in the country, and this reminds me a little bit of the show days that we had where I grew up. So yeah, maybe I can make some text to self connections there, and maybe you can too. All right, let's have a look. Show Day. As soon as I wake up, I remember that today is special. It's Show Day. We're going to the show. It's still dark when I go out to the cow shed. My cow Goldie is going to the show too. We've entered her in the best heifer section. I fed Goldie with a bottle when she was a calf. Her proper name is Princess Marigold. I wash her all over and dry her with an old towel. She has to look her best for the judges. Goldie, I say, you are the most beautiful cow in the world. Our family has entered lots of things in the show this year. Dad says he's on a winner with his orange marmalade. He's in the wood chopping contest too, and he'll lead Goldie in the show ring. Mum hopes she'll win a prize for the biggest pumpkin. It's so big that my little brother Henry can hide behind it. Mum is also taking 3 kinds of jam, a plate of cheese scones, and an iced birthday cake. I helped her to decorate it. We've entered our grumpy rooster Albert in the poultry section. Now, poultry means birds and chickens and things like that. Henry is hoping that Bart, his guinea pig, will win best pet. I've got a special entry for the most unusual pet. It's a secret. What do you predict it might be? We leave for the show early. Goldie hitches a ride behind us in the trailer. The showgrounds are already busy with cars and trailers and horses and cattle and goats. I tie Goldie to the fence. I'm so proud of her. I just know she's going to be champion heifer. Oh, she's gorgeous. By 10 o'clock, what have we been learning about? By 10 o'clock, there are crowds of people. I can smell fresh popcorn. It's been raining and there are puddles and there's animal poo everywhere. You have to watch where you walk. Henry wants to go on the jumping castle. Later, I tell him. At the craft and cookery tent, the judges have finished testing and tasting. Dad has won 2nd prize for his marmalade. Mum has won 1st prize for her birthday cake. She says she absolutely couldn't have done it without me. Look, 1st prize. How cool is that? Oops. We race over to the produce tent to see if Mum's pumpkin is the biggest. But 1st prize has gone to Mrs. Rossi, who lives down the road from us. Her pumpkin is so big, I could hide behind it. Mrs. Rossi gives me and Henry a hug. Next year, your mama will win, she says. That is a big pumpkin. Dad chops like crazy in the wood chopping contest. He finishes last, but he gets a big clap for being a good sport. After all that chopping, Dad says he needs a rest. I don't think I'm up to showing our Princess Lil, he tells me. You'll have to do it. Me? You'll be fine, Dad says. As we parade around the show rings, I hold Goldie's halter very tightly. I tell her it doesn't matter if she's a bit muddy, she's still beautiful. Just before the final lineup, Goldie gives one of the judges a little nudge. I think that's why she doesn't win a prize. I feel sad for Goldie. Dad says, that's show business, Lil. So we can't always win, okay? These things happen. I ask Mrs. Rossi to look after Goldie, and I take Henry to visit Albert in the poultry shed. With all that clucking and squawking and crowing, it's the noisiest place at the show. Albert has won a green ribbon for third prize, but he still looks grumpy. I cheer him up with a bit of biscuit. Bit of biscuit for Albert. And this looks very similar to the Dimboola show where I grew up. Their poultry shed looks very similar, and I can remember it being just as noisy. We have hot dogs for lunch, and then we visit the sideshows. Henry runs off to the jumping castle. I have a go at the laughing clowns, but I miss every time. Dad wins a toy giraffe at the rifle range. He gives it to me. That's for doing such a great job with Goldie, he says. Oh goodness, this looks like fun. At the pet tent, Henry tries hard not to mind that Bart didn't win Best Pet. That's show business, Henry, I say. Bart hides behind a lettuce leaf. Oh, poor Bart. My secret entry is outside the tent. Around her neck is a blue ribbon. It says, most unusual pet, first prize. I give Mrs. Rossi a big hug and thank her for helping me with my secret. Goldie and I win $10. I buy Henry a glittery cowboy that I buy a cowboy hat. I buy one for me too. And then I give the biggest hug to Princess Marigold, the most beautiful cow in the world. The end.